This is United Network News with Sunny Galt, Calen, Kimberly Gogan, and our field messengers from around the world. Here's today's real news.
Learning a new language can feel like unlocking a secret code to a whole new world. It's exciting, challenging, and full of surprises. It's not just about memorizing words. It's about connecting with people, cultures, and ideas in ways you've never imagined. So what do you think works best for tackling this adventure? Maybe it's not just about the methods you use, but also about having the right mindset for learning.
Learning a language takes time and effort, and it's totally normal to feel stuck or frustrated sometimes. The important thing is to not let those moments get you down. Use them as opportunities to grow and celebrate, even the small wins along the way. Your mindset plays a huge role in how successful you'll be. Language mindset theory looks at what people believe about their ability to learn and use languages. If you believe your language skills are fixed and can't improve, that's called a fixed mindset. But if you think you can keep getting better, especially with practice, that's a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset are way more likely to become fluent. So keep believing in your progress.
There are two types of mindset. There is a fixed mindset and there is a growth mindset. Most people fail in that process because most people live in the fixed mindset. The fixed mindset is, this is who I am. This is what I know. This is what I'm capable of. This is what I'm good at. And this is where I'm going to stay. The growth mindset, it says, this is where I am now. This is what I'm good at now. But I recognize that if I go through a particular process, I can grow myself and become a better person. You need to learn to be uncomfortable. You need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And you need to be in a space where you allow yourself to be challenged, but more importantly, in a space where you are willing to be uncomfortable and grow.
A 2021 study from Cambridge University Press found roughly 20% of language learners have a growth mindset. Another 20% stick to a fixed mindset, and most of the rest of learners land somewhere in the middle with a mix of both. But no matter your mindset, learning a new language has incredible benefits. Research shows the age at which you start can even impact how your brain works. What's clear is picking up a new language can do wonders for every part of your life. It boosts brain power, sharpens your problem-solving skills, and makes decision-making easier. On top of that, it enhances your personal, social, and professional relationships.
If you would like to acquire a new language, watch out for this mistake almost everyone makes. The worst thing you could do when learning a new language is to approach it with what we call a school mindset. Most learners believe they can learn a language the same way they did with other subjects at school. But languages aren't just a series of facts to be memorized. And to speak a language fluently, we must immerse in it and make connections. Think of babies. Before they are enrolled in school, they learn things about the world through experience. If you tell a baby it's time for breakfast before you feed them, a baby will eventually learn that breakfast means they are going to eat. Instead of trying to learn a language the traditional way through conscious memorization, focus on learning through play. Find content you enjoy in your target language and consume it daily. Before you even know it, you'll be able to produce the language effortlessly. Applying the school mindset to language acquisition is well-intentioned but highly counterproductive.
Learning a new language can feel tough. Memorizing vocabulary and grammar isn't exactly exciting, but it's necessary. That said, treating language classes like regular school often makes the process boring or even frustrating. However, learning a language doesn't have to feel like a chore. It can actually be a lot of fun if you approach it the right way. Start by mixing things up with activities you already enjoy. If you're into movies, try watching films in the language you're learning with subtitles. It's like practicing twice at once. If you love music, make a playlist of catchy songs in your target language and sing along. You'd be surprised how quickly words and phrases stick. And don't forget to practice by chatting with native speakers or language buddies. It's the best way to immerse yourself and make real progress while keeping it enjoyable.
Here are 5 ways learning languages can improve your cognitive skills. Number 1, deepening your concentration skills. Learning a new language for just 5 hours per week shows a positive impact on students' levels of alertness and focus after just 1 week of practice. Number 2, better memory retention. Studying a language engages memorization skills as well as recall and improves both short-term and long-term memory. Number 3, better attention and task switching capacity. A bilingual brain has developed the ability to inhibit one language while using another. Next, higher creativity levels. Bilingual children exhibit more creativity in problem solving, decision making, and having a more flexible attitude and approach to things. Next, protection against cognitive decline. Bilingual seniors can experience less cognitive decline, and students who are learning a second language later in life can still benefit from some of the neurological changes.
Having the right mindset when learning a new language can make all the difference. It's not just about memorizing words and grammar rules. It's about believing in your ability to grow and adapt. With a positive language mindset, you're more likely to stay motivated, overcome challenges, and actually enjoy the process.
In 1902, an amazing domed hotel was built in Indiana and nicknamed the 8th Wonder of the World. UNN Field Messenger Sherry shows us where the gangsters and movie stars used to visit.
Hi, I'm Field Messenger Sherry, and today I'm going to take you on a short tour of West Baden Springs Hotel in Indiana in the United States. Its 200-foot freestanding dome was the largest in the world from 1902 to 1913. After a previous hotel burned down, hotel owner Lee Sinclair contacted several architects to design his vision of a domed hotel. Architect Harrison Albright was chosen to design the hotel after many said that it couldn't be built. A bridge engineer, Oliver Westcott, designed and oversaw the fabrication and installation of the steel dome. In 1 year, the hotel was built and opened for business in June of 1902. It was dubbed the 8th Wonder of the World. In its early days, gangsters, gamblers, politicians, and movie stars frequented the hotel. So if these walls could talk, I'm sure they'd have plenty of stories to tell. Spring waters on the property were marketed for their healing properties. Here we see a couple of buildings where guests could soak or enjoy a glass of the water. The springs are high in minerals, in particular sulfur, and the water was bottled and sold as a laxative. In 1971, consumption of the water was banned because it was found to contain lithium. The West Baden Springs Hotel closed in 1932, and the building went through a few subsequent owners until 1985, when its doors were closed to all except some feral cats. After years of neglect and deterioration, the hotel got a new lease on life, and between 1996 and 2007, the building was stabilized and renovated and is once again a beautiful hotel. As much as I enjoyed learning about its history and touring the beautiful hotel, I was happy to see these deer as I was leaving. They are quite common in my area of the world, but they make me smile whenever I see them. They're so cute. I hope you enjoyed my tour of West Baden Springs Hotel. Thank you for watching.
High in the mountains of Romania, winter enthusiasts can discover a truly unique experience, a hotel crafted entirely from ice. UNN Field Messenger Monica takes us on a tour of this incredible winter wonderland.
Hello, this is Field Messenger Monica from Romania, reporting for United Network News. Nestled between the icy peaks of Romania's Făgăraș Mountains, the Ice Hotel, accessible only by cable car, sits at 2,000 meters above sea level. Hand-carved by local craftsmen, the frozen waters of Lake Bâlea, one of the most beautiful and largest glacial lakes in Romania, are transformed into this beautiful hotel of ice, a true architectural miracle. Every winter, as soon as Lake Bâlea freezes, blocks of ice are cut from the formed ice cap to build cozy igloos, a beautiful ice restaurant, and an ice bar. Ice blocks 70 centimeters thick, 1 meter high, and weighing about 70 kilograms are then joined together with a special mixture of snow and water. The ice blocks must be as large as possible to prevent the hotel from melting. Each year brings a new theme that runs throughout the hotel in all of the ice-carved igloo-like hobbit halls, offering guests a mesmerizing decor with statues and ice sculptures that capture the imagination. This year's theme is classical music. Musical instruments and portraits of composers such as Beethoven and Mozart carved in ice create a unique atmosphere inside, and the night here quickly becomes an unforgettable story set to classical music. This year, the Ice Hotel in the frozen kingdom of the Făgăraș Mountains offers 11 rooms, each named after a famous composer or conductor. The igloos are arranged in the shape of a honeycomb. Those in the middle are for transit. Here are the reception, the bar, and the hotel restaurant, and on the outside of the honeycomb are the 11 rooms. The furniture, including bed bases, tables and chairs, is made entirely of ice. The lighting system is both economical and very resistant to low temperatures and humidity. Winter sports enthusiasts can have fun in the winter park, where they can go snowmobiling, ice rafting, tubing, and ice climbing. There is also a great opportunity to walk through a maze of ice caves carved out of the mountain inside. The atmosphere is magical, and a winter vacation spent here will be something very special, like something out of a fairy tale from the North Pole. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Sugar is everywhere these days. Seriously, it's sneaking into everything, even baby food. How did we get to a point where toddlers are practically born craving dessert? It makes you wonder, is it about taste, profit, or are we just collectively addicted to sweetness?
The sugar story starts early, right from the moment a newborn enters the world. For families, finding the right replacement for breast milk can feel overwhelming, especially with so many options crowding the formula aisle. Most infant formulas are heavily sweetened to mimic the natural sweetness of breast milk, making it easier for babies to accept. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all formulas are created equal. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration's rules on infant nutrition are more lenient compared to the European Union's stricter guidelines. Ingredients banned in European baby formula, like sucrose, table sugar, and corn syrup solids, are common in American formulas. These sweeteners, which replace lactose, have a higher glycemic index and can impact babies' health long term. On the other hand, European formulas stick to lactose, the natural milk sugar babies are biologically made to digest, avoiding cheaper, less ideal substitutes.
It turned out that some infant formula milk products contain more sugar than soda, which means some families are knowingly feeding their babies massive amounts of sugar that destroys their health later on. These findings come from a global investigative study published recently in the British Dental Journal. The researchers investigated the sugar content of 212 commercially available formula milk products that are targeted at infants under 3. These formula milk products were sold in 11 different countries. The researchers examined the labels of each formula milk product and compared their content to that of breast milk. Their findings revealed that by drinking formula milk, infants are ingesting sugars that they would not have received naturally. The findings revealed that over half of the products examined contain more than 5 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters, In many cases, the sugar content was over 7.5 grams per 100 milliliters. To put it in simple words, some formula milk products included in their study contained almost double the sugar of well-known drinks, such as Fanta Orange. The researchers published a long list of different formula milk products. The sugar amount in some of them was as high as 9.8 grams per 100 milliliters. That's close enough to heavy soda such as Sprite, 8.6 grams per 100 milliliters. Coca-Cola, 10.6 grams per 100 milliliters. And even energy drinks such as Red Bull, 11 grams per 100 milliliters. Of course, babies drink more than one bottle of formula milk a day, which means these amounts of sugar are double.
Giving babies and young kids too much sugar can set them up with a serious sweet tooth that could stick around for life. Studies show even during pregnancy, if a mom eats a lot of sugary foods, her baby might develop an even stronger craving for sweets. And it's not just about energy spikes, hyperactivity, or tooth decay. Research also shows too much sugar can mess with learning, memory, appetite control, and even brain development. Sure, an occasional treat is no big deal, but overdoing it on sugar, whether it's natural or added, can have long-term effects on a child's growth and health. Kids are especially sensitive during key growth stages, so cutting back on sugar can make a huge difference for their future.
If you're wondering why no added sugar is important for your baby, here's what you need to know. Did you know that babies are born with a natural preference for sweet flavors? It's Mother Nature's way of encouraging them to breastfeed, but this preference for sweetness can impact their food choices as they grow. By the time they're 7 months old, nearly half of babies have already tasted dessert. Unfortunately, medical organizations aren't a fan of this trend. The American Academy of Pediatricians and the USDA recommend against any added sugar for babies. Research shows that children who consume added sugar before the age of 2 are more likely to have a lifelong sweet tooth. This preference for sweet foods can lead to a lot of health problems like obesity, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. When we talk about added sugar, we're generally not talking about the natural sugar that you'll find in fruits and vegetables. However, there's a big exception, fruit juice. Even 100% real fruit juice contains as much sugar as a can of soda. That's why the AAP recommends no juice before 1 year and limited juice after.
Many baby food companies add sugar to their products to make them more appealing to kids, but it's not great for their health. For instance, Nestle has been accused of adding sugar to baby milk and cereal sold in poor countries like the Philippines, South Africa, and Thailand, even though the same products in Europe don't have added sugar. To make things more confusing for parents, companies often use clever marketing to make their products seem healthy. They'll highlight what's not in the food, like no GMOs or no preservatives, to distract from the high sugar content. Some even use fruit names and pictures on the packaging. But that fruit usually comes from sugary extracts, not real fruit.
Coming after our kids with unhealthy food marketing. Take, for example, cereal. This one is for kids. This one is for adults. Both are corn-based cereals. Both have the exact same ingredients, yet cornflakes only have 4 grams of added sugar. Tony the Tiger has 12 grams of added sugar, and it's a smaller serving size. Oatmeal for adults with 8 grams of added sugar, and clearly oatmeal for kids. Tricks are for kids after all, with 12 grams of added sugar. Same serving size, 50% more sugar, and palm oil and artificial colors derived from petroleum. I don't know who Groot is, but it's obviously for kids. And one serving has 18 grams of added sugar. This mixed berry right here is the same serving size and only has 14 grams of added sugar. That's an extra teaspoon of added sugar for Groot. The fruit roll-ups for adults, go figure. Sweetened with real fruit, no added sugar. But the one for the kids, how about this? Sweetened with sugar and corn syrup. And how about your kids' beloved Cocoa Melon treats? The first ingredient is GMO corn syrup to the tune of 11 grams of added sugar. So it's pretty clear. They're trying to get our kids hooked on ultra-high processed food at a young age, so they're clients for life of foods that have no nutrition and lots of sugar.
These companies know a taste for sugar starts early. If they can get babies and young kids hooked, They're setting themselves up with a steady market of sugar lovers. Until regulations are updated and effectively enforced, it's on us as parents and caregivers to help our kids avoid food and drink with added sugar. Even if you're successful about this at home, it can be tough getting others to follow your no added sugar rule. For grandparents, try explaining you're teaching your child to enjoy healthy foods and suggest spoiling them with stickers, books, or extra playtime instead of sweets. If it's a daycare provider or caregiver, share your reasons, like avoiding tantrums or protecting your child's teeth, and kindly ask them to respect your choice. Just remind them every parent does things differently, and this is what works for your family.
Step into a world of possibilities with New Earth, a groundbreaking series that shines light on holistic ways to live, work, and thrive. Join us weekly to discover new innovative ideas and explore the world around us as we, together, create our future, our New Earth.
Ever find yourself peeling an apple or a potato without giving it a second thought? Most of us do, but here's the thing. Those peels you're tossing might actually be packed with nutrients and other handy uses. So, should you eat them or ditch them?
Imagine peeling a banana, eating the fruit, and then tossing a big chunk of it in the trash. Sounds pretty wasteful, right? Well, that's basically what happens every time we throw away the peel. The peel makes up about a third of the banana's total weight, yet most of us don't think twice before getting rid of it. And it's not just bananas. Kiwis, that fuzzy skin, makes up around 9 to 13% of the whole fruit. And pomegranates, there's almost as much peel as there are seeds. We're constantly throwing away perfectly good parts of our food without realizing it. Food that's loaded with nutrients. The World Health Organization recommends eating 400 grams of fruit and vegetables a day, which is hard for many people to do. Perhaps that's because we're putting a big part of it in the trash. Take oranges, for example.
I was recently asked why in the world I was eating the peel of an orange. There are 4 reasons. Number 1, the orange peel is loaded with nutrients that will make you feel better, look better, and have better relationships. It's got thiamine, riboflavin, folate, polyphenols. Second reason, it's loaded with fiber. Of course, fiber is always going to improve your relationships because when you poop well, you're going to feel better and you're going to be nicer to people. Number 3, this is the fruit pectin. The fruit pectin has been shown to be anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer. And number 4, it tastes great. Might be an acquired taste if you're used to eating a lot of sugar, but as your taste buds adapt to real food, you're going to like the orange peel.
Eating the peels of fruits and vegetables can boost your nutrient intake. According to an article in the National Library of Medicine, apple skins are rich in quercetin, a powerful antioxidant, while potato peels are packed with fiber, potassium, and vitamin C. Carrot peels contain fiber, vitamin A, and antioxidants that support vision and skin health. Beyond vitamins, peels are loaded with polyphenols and plant compounds that help reduce the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and cancer. If you are planning to eat the peel off fruits and vegetables, choosing organic is a smart move. Consider growing your own food or working directly with local farmers. Conventional produce is often sprayed with pesticides, chemicals, or added food coloring, which can linger on the skin even after washing. Since peels are where a lot of the nutrients and antioxidants are concentrated, you don't want to be eating any unwanted toxins along with them. If you're concerned about pesticide residue, a simple mix of baking soda, water, and vinegar can help clean your fruits and veggies. This chef suggests soaking each ingredient separately for the best results.
If you've been cleaning your fruit just like I have with baking soda and vinegar mixed together and making that fizz, you've been doing it all wrong. Let me show you how I do it now. So we're going to fill up the sink with water, and we're just going to add some baking soda. We're going to mix the baking soda in, let this soak for about 5 to 10 minutes, agitate around the berries, and scrub some of the stuff with hard skin. Then after 5 to 10 minutes of soaking, we're going to give the fruit a rinse and drain the sink. Then we're going to fill the sink back up with water, but now we're going to add the vinegar separately. The key is doing it separately so that they don't neutralize each other, and that lessens the cleaning power of both. If you do them separately, it maximizes the cleaning power of both. After the vinegar bath, we're going to line some containers with paper towel, and we're going to give these a really thorough rinse. Once they drain out really nice, we're going to pick out any of the nasty berries while we're doing this, and then we're going to put them inside these glass snap top lid containers to store in the fridge. They last forever. No pesticides, no residue. You reach inside the fridge and you got delicious clean fruit.
And if eating the hairy peel off a kiwi doesn't sit right with you, there are plenty of other ways to benefit from the nutrients in those peels. You can make a natural cleanser by soaking them in vinegar, or use citrus peels to create a zesty homemade tea or infused oils. Potato peels can be turned into crispy chips, and banana peels are great for DIY beauty treatments like face masks or hair conditioners. Just look at what you can do with a thick peel from a pomegranate.
Have a bunch of leftover pomegranate peels? Don't let them go to waste. Make this antioxidant-rich pomegranate peel powder instead. Pomegranate peels are extremely potent in antioxidants that are known to be anti-inflammatory, anti-carcinogenic, and antiviral, just to name a few benefits. Just place your peels on a baking sheet and bake in your oven at its lowest setting until dried, then blend until a smooth powder forms. Add a teaspoon of powder to a tea infuser basket and steep in hot water for 5 minutes, and you've got yourself a cup of antioxidant-rich pomegranate tea.
Eating fruit and vegetable peels is a fantastic way to boost your nutrition, cut down on food waste, and make the most out of your produce. You can also put those amazing nutrients back into the soil by composting. By composting your peels, you're enriching the soil and helping your garden thrive. It's a win-win. You reduce waste, nourish your plants, and get every last drop of goodness from your food.
Coffee can be transformed into a nutrient-packed drink by adding ingredients like organic cacao powder, MCT oil, and a pinch of sea salt. UNN Field Messenger Emma shares her unique morning coffee recipe and why it's more than just a cup of joe.
Hi, this is Field Messenger Emma reporting from Fuerteventura, Spain, in Europe. This story is going to be about my coffee drink, and my morning routine. So normally I have my coffee and I do intermittent fasting, so I don't drink anything until lunch or dinner. But today I have friends visiting and we're having lunch, and until now I have my coffee drink. My morning routine. It is Monday morning and I'm preparing for lots of activities this week. I love coffee. And coffee is one of the most popular drinks in the world. And I read somewhere that we consume around 4 billion cups annually in different ways. I love coffee, but I'm very careful when I choose the quality. I have found a good organic mold-free coffee. Coffee plants are normally heavily sprayed with pesticides and herbicides. So I think it's important to use organic coffee. I have also read that when they use wet fermentation and wash and rinse the coffee in large trays, some of the natural mold in the coffee beans may spread. So, and here comes a very important ingredient, the cacao. Organic raw cacao powder without any additives or sugars is the healthiest in my opinion. I use 2 types of organic pure cacao powder to satisfy my taste buds. The dark one is absolute my favorite. I also add a pinch of sea salt to my coffee just to get some extra minerals, and I think it makes the cacao taste a little bit better. The last ingredients that I add to my coffee is the MCT oil. It's medium chain triglycerides, which is an extract from coconut oil. New research shows that the molecular structure of this oil is so small that it can pass through the blood-brain barrier. MCT oil is a popular dietary supplement that contains a group of fatty acids that profoundly benefits the metabolic health. MCTs are such as lauric acid, caprylic acid, and capric acid. Here are some MCT oil benefits from Dr. Berg. Number 1, it boosts your energy. Your liver rapidly converts MCT into ketones, providing a readily available energy source for your body. In fact, your heart, brain, and muscle cells prefers using ketones to generate energy rather than rely on carbs and sugar for fuel sources. Point number 2 is a better brain health. Adding MCT to your morning coffee is an excellent way to promote a healthy brain, enhanced cognitive function, and mental clarity. Dr. Berg explains it this way. Ketones aren't just a preferred energy source for brain cells. They also increase blood flow to your central nervous system. And point number 3, it reduces appetite. Research published MCTs are among the most satiating fatty acids, and adding MCT oil to your coffee can reduce appetite and help diminish hunger sensations. As you can see, it's not just a cup of coffee. It's a powerhouse of nutrients mixed together to boost my mood and my health. And it tastes amazing. My friends actually call it Emma coffee. This is my morning routine. What is yours? Please share your story so we can learn from each other. And thank you so much for watching.
Are you ready to change the world? Take the next step and join our weekly Field Messenger meetings. Learn more at unitednetwork.earth. I am United Network News, and so are you.